I think that you have uncommon intuitive skills and a likewise unique sensitivity. Your gift came at a difficult and painful moment in my life, and it was like receiving a warm embrace. As I read it, I felt ever more grateful to you for what you were communicating to me. Then we skip a bit, and then we get down to the business at hand. So why does Angie suffer so much? What is wrong? Dear Angie, you have done a lot for me with this book, and I want you to know how much I care about you. And that is why I'm going to tell you something that you may not want to hear, but that you will appreciate later on, I am sure. And then we skip a bit. Dear Angie, in order to reach significant results in your treatment, we have to address this aspect at the behavioral level. In other words, you must use your willpower to change some bad habits. Dear Angie, you have to stop drinking. You must follow the drug therapy with perseverance and get help from your psychiatrist, from me, and from those who are close to you and can help you. I'm afraid that this therapy won't be very effective, and at any rate, it would not proceed as it should. With great affection, A. So we begin with the sensitivity to say, you have, Angie, you have strengths. I sense in you a great deal of capacity. I also sense that you have problems that you have to deal with. And we have to be flexible as to how you're going to deal with them. You get help from wherever you can get it. You get help from a drug program because that's what you need. You're addicted. You need to deal with that. You get help from me, and I'm there for you and care about you. And you get help from all the other people who also care about you. It is that flexibility that this book brings forward. And it starts with a very interesting, and I think unique, effort to play games with two theories that are very similar and have discrete differences. One theory is that of Giovanni Leotti, and one theory is Joe Lichtenberg's. They each are motivational systems theory. That is, they talk about different systems of motivation. That is, different experiences that are categorized and that are formulated into affects, intentions, and goals, such as to structure something in a way that has to do with leadership and power. That would be to rise in that structure, ranking structure. Now that's Leotti, that's not me. But where it comes from is what Leotti builds his theory around. He builds his theory out of evolution. And you cannot look at animals all the way up the line without recognizing ranking. Okay, I build my theory out of looking at infants and following development all the way up the line to understand how there are particular ways that infants, children, adolescents, adults, all ages, operate to organize their experience. Both theories are synthetic, that is, they integrate a ton of information. And the book is synthetic and integrates a lot of different issues, including what is a theory? How do you use a theory? How do you treat this kind of patient? How do you treat that kind of patient? Do you single out individual therapy and valorize that? Or do you add to individual therapy, group therapy, when it is indicated and would be helpful? Is there a theory about groups that's different than the theory about individual? In the Lichtenberg theory, there is. The Lichtenberg theory says that very often what you're centering on when you're working with an individual is attachment. That is, the desire of the person, each of the people in the pairing, in the dyad, to find a safe base with the other. That's their goal. But they'll experience that safe base when they're mirrored, when each appreciates the efforts of the other for what the real efforts are and the intentions. And when they see commonality and however different they are, they're both human beings who have some commonalities or they couldn't work together. And how they can admire one another, both in the treatment and about their lives. All that pulled together is in the individual experience. But a group is something else. A group is an affiliative opportunity to be a part of something bigger than just the connection with another person. To see a field that opens to multiplicity of ideas and interests and stuff, and to combine those two. So, what Antonella does is she takes two theorists, and she plays, and I don't know of any other book that does this in this very particular way. And she says, she follows what I regard as my central theory of central philosophic point of view. My central philosophic point of view is based on Wildenstein, who says, if somebody gives me something to look at that they tell me is worthwhile and important, I will ask the simple question, what do I find true here? So she has two theories, and she's saying, what do I find true in this one that will help me with this? And what do I find true in that one that'll help me with this too, or more especially with that? So it's a mind play of a very interesting nature, and it's pretty unique. Now, she has helpers, which of course is also, it's not Antonella's book alone. She has chapters in it that play out these different themes. She has pieces in there from Giovanni, she has pieces in there from me, she has pieces in there from people who work or group specialists, and she has pieces in there that deal with working with very troubled patients. So to go back, I think it's worth saying, what is the title? Treating Dissociative and Personality Disorders. the toughest work we do, a motivational systems approach to theory and treatment. And she has coined a new word. We all go crazy with new words, but it is remota. Okay, relational / multi-motivational therapeutic approach. I better read it again. The relational / multi-motivational theoretical approach. So once again, integrating, playing with, finding value, seeing what is true about, and then utilizing it.